Thank you, Kami, and thank you, Girls Right Now, and everyone in the room for coming out tonight. I did publish at Amistad, but I started my new imprint called 37 Inc. I have to give 37 shout out. I want to thank Maya and all the women associated with Girls Right Now for selecting me for this award tonight. I can't believe that I'm up here sharing the evening with the amazing and inspiring Gloria Steinem and Roberta Kaplan. They do such pioneering work in ensuring that there's equality for women and for people regardless of their sexuality and their gender orientation, and I think it's really important. So how I got here, I have no idea. I have a theory, which is that Don Davis is a very common name, and there's some assistant who sent out the wrong Don Davis notification, because truly what we editors do is, as Roberta mentioned, it's very fun, and you writers do the hard work. You have to kind of dig deep and go to some dark places if you're writing memoir. And I know that many women, and young girls and girls right now, aspire to write memoir, and you have to go to some very dark places. But those memoirs inspire people, and I know that when they see themselves in those pages, they feel comfort. If you're the poet, you don't get to look for the muse. You are the muse. You're the line that you write the lines that start the novels. You write the lines that we carry in our beds, in our heads as we go to sleep at night. And if you're a journalist, as Gloria Steinem knows, you have to put yourself on the line, sometimes chasing the story. And you're doing it in an environment that is increasingly indifferent to hard news and doesn't really offer a living wage most of the time. So really what you writers do, that is the hard work. We editors take our big fat red pencils and say more here, less there. We push and we prod. So my job as a book publisher, I never work alone. I want to say I work with an extraordinary team of people, publishers, publicists, marketing gurus, visionaries, many of whom are here today, including my new director, Judith Kerr, who's been so supportive of the imprint 37 Inc. The real honorees are you women and the mentors involved in Girls Right Now. It won't always be glamorous when you write. It won't always be like this at the Bowery Hotel. It will be lonely. It won't necessarily pay good money, as we discussed. And just when you think you can't do it anymore, you must, because it's so powerful and it intimidates people. Of course, we can't stand here tonight without thinking of Malala Yousafzai and the girls of Chinook, Nigeria, who tried to get an education because that too allows them to write, and it's empowering. It can be very intimidating what you're trying to do, but I encourage you to do it. I'll leave my last words, though, for the people in the room who aren't writers, the readers, the people who came out to support the writers. You're here tonight, and I hope you continue to support them on their journey, by the journals in which their poems are published, by the novels that are published. Go to their readings, go to their poetry slams. And I see some really beautiful dresses, to borrow a line from a friend from another gala, in the room tonight, and some beautiful bags. And I'm not saying don't shop, because if you saw the glee with which I bought this dress when it went on sale, you will know that I would never encourage you not to shop. But I ask that you visit Jackson McNally in Soho, 3 Lives in the West Village, and Barnes & Noble, and support these writers. I've been publishing women of color and people of color for over 20 years. And sometimes people think that despite these amazing reviews, you know, because the writers are black or brown, that maybe it's not for them, even though we know that words can be transcendent, and it's really hard to get these books off the ground. So I encourage you to read across ethnicities, across cultures. And I want to just end with one word by Maya Angelou, who said, and I have to quote her, we have to recognize how powerful words are. In the first book of the Bible, Genesis, it says, in the beginning there was the Word. But before there was the Word, there were you writers. So please continue.